Hello, and welcome back to the channel. If it is your first time here, my name is Gigo, and today we are back at the Aburi Amanfrom project, where in our previous video we started, with the lentil block works, and in today's episode we will be looking at the hidden roof gutters, and at the same time we have to construct this suspending structure which is hanging up there. So once again we have carpenters on site, we have steel benders on site, we have plumbers on site working together.
This is a brace site. We are doing the rain gutter. Start from here. That place. See the pipes. These are the rain water pipe. From here to that place. So we are now coming to do this part. After finishing, they will give you update of it. Wasn't it? This is the rain gutter.
This is Aburi, Amanfrom. This is how far we've got into. That's the roof gutters that we prepared. It's ready for casting tomorrow. You can see in the video. Carpentry work, reinforcement work is complete. Ready for casting tomorrow. Then when you come to the front too, this is where we've got into. This carpentry work, reinforcement work. At the cantilever site at the front, there's a long span here, about 20 feet long. Let me come back and show you well. From this pillar, as you can see from here to the end, is 21 feet. So it's a long span. So what we did here is 18 beam here, a very deep one as such, very big deep beam here, just to sustain the pressure that will come at the mouth. And it's a double matted beam, a double matted floor. You can see from here to the secret beam here, with 20 reinforced coming from this side of the beam. You can see the 20 loaded to carry the long span beam we have here up to where the last pillar is.
So that was Pele for you, who was trying to educate us, also explain one or two things with the hidden beams. The reason why we have to weed the wooden beams. There are so many engineering techniques that we applied here, which he was trying to explain, because there is no pillar underneath the 21 span that he said. From the pillar that he showed us, that was the last pillar holding the structure. I mean, the suspended, cantilever. So like 21, feet, which is all suspended. I mean, you'll be seeing it in the 3D and also when we are done. So that's what he was trying to explain. But the wind was kind of interfering with the with his speech. So I mean, this is some of the challenges we do face. That's why most of the times I like to kind of do my voice over here. So you can see from here, you see the last pillar standing in the middle, and from there to the far end of the house, there's no pillar. So, and we have to put blocks on top of, that cantilever you see there on top. That's why you see the pillars are still shooting up, because we still have to lay some blocks, which, so, I mean, slowly, by sure, we are making progress. We are not rushing the project, step by step process, and we are still making, much, much, much progress with this project. If you want to know more about this project, if you go to my playlist, it is called the Aburi Amanfrom project. And I mean, you can learn so much from this project, how we were able to take over, do the correction. I mean, you can also apply those things, to your structure. So we have to begin with the concrete casting. That's why you see the guys are fetching sand and stone. It's been a challenge trying to get the machine, the mixer in this community to work. So, I mean, then we have to do it, with our hard labor. We have to do it the manpower, which we have to fetch sand up there, stones up there. But this is something that we are used to, and the guys are hardworking guys. So, we did it ourselves, even though it was a challenge, but we were able to get it done. So, this is a 360 of the structure. I mean, it's not that huge, but because of the design, you can see, you would think it is a very big house, but it's just the architectural design of this structure. It's just simple, right? So if you look at the block work of the ground floor, you see that it's not that big, but the pillars, makes it look huge. So I'm very happy, with this progress so far, and I'm happy that we were able to come and help this client to achieve his goal in life. It's not easy saving up money, putting in money into construction, and you have to be doing things two times, three times. This is one thing that in my life I try to prevent. I always say this since I started with my channel, that if something happens to my project, I mean, if there's any big mistakes that I have to break things down, I don't think I'll be able to come back, because I am putting everything I have in there, right? It's not that I have the money and I'm building houses, no, but I'm trying to also secure something for my future self. So the major thing that I'm trying to prevent is to pay for things twice, do double work, because if you have to buy materials double, that goes to your cost estimate, and that makes the construction expensive, right? But I mean, if you should do everything one time, you will realize that building is not that expensive comparing to like what others are putting out there, with the mistakes, some skipping, a whole lot of things. There are so many things which is going on out there, but I mean, that is another subject for tomorrow. But let's focus on what we are doing here now. So at this point, the hidden roof gutter is already constructed. We've already laid some blocks of on it, and so the team is trying to show us the progress so far. At this point, we only have to go with the roofing. So I think the team will address the owner, and then we will give him some quotes, and he will choose which company that he wants to work with. And so this is the stretch, which is the cantilever that we were talking about. That's where the guy is standing, right? So there is no use of this cantilever, right? It is just a design, which I mean, I'll post the 3D again. You'll see how it looks. Very, very, very beautiful, and you can see the work being done here by the team. I'll also use this opportunity to congratulate the team for their efforts, staying there for the whole time, making sure everything is done. I'm very proud of them of what they've done. I know it's not easy, leaving your home, your friends, family, going to stay in a place that you've never been before, and you have to stay there and work, for days, no electricity, water supply sometimes is a challenge, but these guys are doing their best. I know it is their job and they are getting paid for it, but I mean, we should still kind of give them their flowers, for what they are doing, you know, trying to build our dream house. I mean, I have also tried, you know, being on client sites, trying to make sure that things goes well, but it's not easy, right? My biggest challenge is the traveling, just from one client project to another client project. It's not a joke in Ghana, and we all know the traffic, right? We all know the traffic. So, I mean, my contractor is also doing very well with that kind of every day just traveling up and down, up and down, up and down. It's not easy. It's not easy. So, I mean, if our estimate comes out, you should also try to consider, trying to, I mean, the bargain, I mean, you have to bargain, but, sometimes you should also consider these guys, trying to do their best. I mean, you can bargain, but at the end of the day, if you see that the work they've done, you really appreciate what they've done, you can just add something small to it to just balance, the discount that you took out. You just balance it so that it makes them happy, to come back and stay, and get your job really done. I mean, this also helps with theft, right? So their activeness on site during the day and night prevents, thieves from coming to steal your materials or coming to do all kinds of stuff there, which in the long run kind of help you also, right? I mean, it depends on which team that you are using. Sometimes this artisans can still be stealing your own stuff and tell you that someone came to break in, but Kiko Production Group, I mean, we double check, and then we cross check our artisans. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next episode when we begin with the roofing work. Let's get to it.